welcome everyone to our podcast. I'm Hanan and with me today are Intan and Amira. Thank you for tuning in. So, in today's discussion, we'll be exploring a topic that impacts almost every student, which is online learning versus traditional learning. We'll talk about which method is more effective in helping students learn and how each approach shapes the way we study. Whether you are someone who prefers the flexibility of studying from home or the structure of face-to-face classes, this topic will definitely make you think about which style suits you better.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Intan. I'm genuinely excited to discuss the topic as both online and traditional learning have become significant aspects of our education system, particularly after the pandemic. These learning methods have shaped the way students study and interact, leading to various perspectives on the effectiveness. It is therefore important to explore the advantages and limitations of each approach to gain a more balanced understanding of how they influence the learning experience.
Hi everyone, it's Amira here. And I agree with you, Intan. Online learning changed how we study, communicate, and even how teachers deliver lessons. But traditional learning still has that face-to-face element many of us prefer. So let's explore the both sides in that today.
Okay, so let's start by understanding what both learning styles mean. Traditional learning refers to the usual classroom setting where students and teachers are physically in the same place. Lessons happen face-to-face and teachers and students can easily interact with the teacher and their friends. For example, when a teacher is explaining a topic on a whiteboard and students are raising their hands to ask a question or share ideas, that's what we call traditional learning. Meanwhile, online learning takes place virtually through digital platforms. Instead of sitting in a classroom, students rely on devices such as laptops or tablets to access lessons and materials. This method gives students more flexibility because they can learn from anywhere and often manage their own study schedule at a comfortable place.
Exactly, Hanan. So, during the COVID-19 pandemic, online learning kind of took over everything. It became the main way students around the world continued their studies. Suddenly, platforms like Google Classroom and Zoom turned into our new classroom. Every day, we were logging in from our rooms, seeing our teachers and classmates through tiny boxes on a screen. It felt strange at first, but at the same time, it was pretty convenient. We didn't have to rush to class, deal with traffic jams, or even worry about what to wear. We could just study from home. But honestly, it wasn't all that great either. After a while, it started to feel a bit lonely. There wasn't as much real interaction with teachers or friends, and it got harder to stay focused. I'm sure many students can relate. For example, unstable internet, background noise, or just the temptation to scroll through your phone during class. It made learning a bit more challenging. Without that real classroom energy, some lessons fell flat and discussion didn't have the same spark. So, yeah, online learning had its perks. It was flexible, safe, and accessible, but it also made us realize how important human connection really is. You can have all the technology in the world, but nothing fully replaces that face-to-face interaction. The laughter in class, or those quick chats before lecture starts. That's the part that truly makes learning feel alive.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I totally agree with you, Intan. When we really think about it, online learning has changed everything. The way we study, the way we communicate, and even how teachers deliver their lessons. But at the same time, traditional learning still has its own charm. Why I say this? Because in real life, in the real life connection, that classroom energy that online platform just can't replace it. For example, in physical classroom, we can raise our hand, ask a question, and instantly see the teacher's reaction. As we can see online though, it can feel a little bit awkward because everyone's mute, cameras off, and you never know if people are listening to you or not. Or maybe they're just doing something else behind the camera. So, I believe both methods have their strengths and weaknesses. As for today, we'll dig deeper into that from different angles like effectiveness, motivation, and how students really actually learn.
Okay, so next, let's talk about the positive side of online learning first. One of the biggest advantages is flexibility. Students can join class from anywhere and plan their own study time. For example, some people like to study late at night, like you, right, Intai, with a cup of coffee, while others prefer doing their work early in the morning, like you, right, Amira?
Yes,
where their minds feel fresh. It's also great for students who have part-time jobs or need to help out at home, because they can balance everything more easily. Like me, my mom really need my help. Instead of rushing to campus or worrying about being late, they can just open their laptop and start learning right away. I even know some friends who like to study at their favorite cafe or in a quiet park. It really depends on what makes them feel comfortable and focused.
Yes, I agree with you, Anand. And it also helps save both time and money. Students no longer need to travel to campus or spend on daily transportation, which can be costly, expensive, especially for those who live far away. Everything can be accessed easily with just a laptop or smartphone, making learning more flexible and convenient. In addition, recorded lectures allow students to revisit the lessons whenever they need to review certain topics or prepare for exams, which greatly supports independent learning and better understanding of the subject.
Wow, I agree with you, Intan. One thing I really appreciate about online learning is that it helps students build technological skills. It is because most of us know that how to use tools like Google Classroom, PowerPoint, Zoom, or even Canva, and those are not just school tools, they are skills that matter in the workplace as well. And it also encourages independence and self-discipline because teachers are not there physically to remind us every second. We have to manage our time and deadlines, but this only works if you are disciplined, because without motivation, it's way too easy to get distracted by social media, games, or random scrolling on TikTok. So, online learning can be powerful, but unfortunately, only if you manage yourself well.
Absolutely. It also allows for personalized learning, such as you can pause or replay or research something instantly, in a way like other students or us as a students take more responsibility of their own learning.
Okay, let's talk about the advantage of online learning. So, however, not everything about online learning is positive. One big weakness is the lack of real social interaction. When you're always learning through a screen, it's easy to feel disconnected from everyone. You don't get those small moments that make class feel alive, like chatting with friends before the lesson starts, laughing during group work, or asking questions face to face. A lot of students actually miss that because it helps them build confidence and real friendship. So without all that real connection, it's harder to share ideas or work together naturally. So group projects online can feel awkward when everyone's quiet, or maybe the internet is lagging, or no one really knows who should speak next. It just doesn't have the same energy as being in a classroom. Online discussions can feel less exciting, and after a while, it can really affect motivation. So when there's no real human interaction, studying starts to feel more like a routine than something you enjoy.
Absolutely, Intan. I completely agree with what Intan said earlier about distraction. Studying at home can be tough because some students don't even have a proper study space or their own device. Just imagine if you're sharing one phone with siblings or trying to concentrate while the TV blasting in the background. It's hard to focus like that, right?
Yes.
And the lack of interaction is another big issue because online, we don't get the same group discussion, laughter, or teamwork. It all feels a bit distant. After a while, the isolation kicks in. When classes ends, the screen just goes dark. And that's it. Not real connection, no sense of community.
I also agree with you, Amira. And also, let's not forget about the technical problem while we are participating in online learning. Sometimes the internet suddenly disconnects right in the middle of class, or the audio started lagging, and you can't really hear what the teacher is saying. It can be really frustrating, especially when you are trying to focus. There are also students who don't have proper devices or a stable connection. It might, for example, some might have to share one laptop with other, like you just said earlier. For example, some might have to share one laptop with other, like you just said earlier, or attend class just using their phones, which makes learning a lot harder. Even things like electricity cuts can mess up lessons, and it's something that not everyone can control.
That's right. I agree with Hanan. Besides that, online learning can also make some students feel lonely or disconnected, like feel isolated. When there are no classmates or teachers physically present, it's easy to lose focus and motivation. Many students struggle to stay interested when they have to study alone for long periods of time. The lack of a real classroom atmosphere means fewer chances to ask questions or have a spontaneous discussions. So as a result, some students start to feel less confident and less involved in their studies, which can slowly affect their overall performance.
So now, let's talk about traditional learning. One thing stands out: interaction. In a real classroom, we can talk directly to teachers and classmates, read expression, and build relationships. That connection creates an environment that feels more alive. And honestly, for me, it's not just about studying facts, because traditional learning builds soft skills through teamwork, communication, empathy, and also self-confidence. And as we can see, when we present in class or work together on project, we are learning real-world skills, not just the theory. Because personally, I find that being physically present helps me stay more focused and disciplined. And also, to add more, there's this certain energy in the classroom. And when everyone's involved, it pushes you to do better in your class project. What do you guys think?
Yes, and it also helps build discipline and structure. When students have to attend classes at a specific time, it trains them to manage their time better and stay consistent. For example, like waking up early, getting ready, and being in class on time every day helps create a routine that keeps them focused. Also, the classroom setting itself also plays a big role. Being surrounded by teachers and classmates creates a learning atmosphere that motivates students to pay attention and participate. You can ask questions right away, share ideas, or even discuss topics after class. It feels like more, it feels like more connected and interactive compared to studying alone at home.
Yes, that's right, Hanan. So, traditional learning helps students build social and emotional skills in a natural way. So, when you're in a real classroom, you get to talk, share ideas, and actually understand how other people think. It's not just about listening to the teacher, but also about learning how to work with others and communicate better. So, group work, class discussion, and those everyday interactions help students develop teamwork, leadership, and empathy, which are things you can really learn just by staring at a screen. For example, when students work on projects together or join class debates, they learn how to listen, respect different opinions, and find solutions as a team. These small experiences might not seem like a big deal, but they actually shape how you deal with people later in life. So they make learning more fun, more engaging, and at the same time, prepare students for real situations in the future, especially when it comes to working with others and handling challenges.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you, Intan. And let's not forget the emotional connection. Many students feel more engaged and motivated in classroom because they're surrounded by peers and teachers who can read their body language and respond accordingly.
But of course, traditional learning has its weaknesses too. One of the biggest issues is that it's not very flexible. Students have to follow fixed schedule and that can be tough for those who live far away from campus or other things to handle like part-time jobs or family responsibilities. For example, if someone misses a class because they are sick or stuck in traffic, it's not easy to catch up since the lessons keep moving forward. You might have to rely on your friends' notes or try to understand everything on your own later. So even though traditional learning helps you with structure, it doesn't always fit in everyone's situation.
Exactly, Hannah. So I will talking about my point too. Traditional learning can be really expensive, especially for students who have to travel long distance. So things like transportation, rent and food can take up a lot of money, and it all adds up before you even realize it. Some students have to pay hostel fees or share rooms just to make it work, and that can be really stressful when you are trying to focus on your studies. It's not just the tuition that costs money, it's everything that comes with it. That's why online learning feels like a big help for many people. When you're studying from home, you save so much on travel and daily expenses. You can eat at home, learn in your own space, and use the extra time to do things that matter to you. It could be revising, spending time with family, or just taking a break. For a lot of students, online learning isn't just cheaper, it's also more comfortable and flexible, which makes it easier to balance life and study.
That's true, Intan. And of course, traditional learning has its downside as well, because it's not always flexible, because students who live far away or have another responsibilities might struggle to attend every class, and missing one session can make it hard to catch up, especially as for university students as us. And also, it's also more expensive for transportation, meals, accommodation. All those little things add up. And in big classroom, not every student gets equal attention because some of them are shy or afraid to speak up about their thoughts or about their preferences. And also, meanwhile, in online platforms, they get their chance to. Sometimes it gives the same students the chance to share through the chat or written responses. And so yes, traditional learning has its strength, but it doesn't always suit everyone equally.
Okay, let's move on to the next part. Maybe the real question isn't about which one is better, but how we can make both work together. Hybrid learning honestly sounds like the future because it mixes the best part of online and traditional learning. You get the comfort and flexibility of studying from home, but you still have those real classroom moments when you can talk to people, share ideas, and actually connect with each other. For example, theory lessons can be done online since they don't really need face-to-face interaction, while group work, discussions, or even presentation can happen in class. It makes the whole learning experience more balanced and less stressful. You still get that human connection but with the convenience of technology. And honestly, it prepares students better for the real world, where you need to be good with both people and tech. Hybrid learning just makes sense because it's flexible, practical, and fits how the world works now.
Wow, that's a really good point. That's a really good point in time. That's a really good point. The idea of hybrid learning actually gives students the best of both worlds. You can get the chance to attend physical classes where you can discuss, share ideas, and work together with your classmates. But at the same time, you can also do online tasks at your own pace when you are at home. So, for example, I think like you might have face-to-face lessons for subjects that need more interaction, like group discussions or presentation, and then switch to online learning for assignments or research. It's a nice balance. So that you will get that classroom experience, but with the flexibility and comfort of online learning too.
I agree with you, Hanan, but personally, I think the best way forward isn't to choose one or the other, but to combine them together. And also, hybrid learning gives us the best of both worlds, structure and interaction from classroom, plus flexibility and creativity from online tools such as Canva. And also, as a future teacher as us, we can use videos, quizzes, or digital activities to make face-to-face classes more engaging. And that keeps learning fresh and exciting. And of course, our students will love the lesson. In the end, learning shouldn't just be about where it happens in a classroom or behind a screen. It's about how effectively we understand and apply to grow from it. You agree with me?
Yes, Amira, I agree with you. And it also helps students get ready for the digital world we live in today. Education isn't just about memorizing facts or passing exams anymore. It's about learning how to use technology wisely and make it work for you. As the world keeps changing with new apps, tools, and ideas, students need to know how to adapt and use these things in meaningful ways. When students learn through online platforms, they get used to managing digital materials, communicating virtually, and solving problems using technology. These are the kinds of skills that are super important in modern workplaces. So when we mix online and traditional learning, it doesn't just help with grades. It actually prepares students to handle real-life situations and be more confident using technology in the future.
If I had to choose, I think I'd go for a mix of both. Online learning is really convenient. Like you can study from anywhere, wear something comfortably, and take a break when you need to. But honestly, I still love the idea and the environment of the traditional learning. like the vibe in the classroom atmosphere. There's something nice about seeing your classmates in person, sharing ideas, and having those little discussions just that happen naturally. For example, when you're in class and someone asks a question that leads to a fun of deep conversation, it makes learning more alive, and that's the part that I miss when studying online. So for me, having a balance between both feels just right.
Same here. I honestly enjoy face-to-face learning because it makes me feel more connected and part of the class.
Right.
Being around lecturers and friends give me that motivation to stay focused and actually enjoy what I'm learning. It's easier to ask questions or share opinions and just talk things out. Everything feels more real and alive and when you are in the same room with people. But I also like the flexibility that online learning offers. It gives me more control over my time and helps me balance my studies with other things going on in my life. Studying from home at my own pace makes me feel more independent and responsible for my progress. It's nice to have that freedom, especially when you just need a bit more space to manage everything.
Absolutely, Intan. And for me, it depends on the subject actually, because subjects like math or science are usually easier face to face because you can ask questions directly to your teacher and get instant feedback from your teacher as well. But for theory-based subjects like history, literature, or even biology, it's actually work really well online because you can review the recordings, take notes, and you can learn at your own pace. So, if I had to choose, I still say a balanced mix of both because learning shouldn't be limited by location. It should be defined by how well we learn.
Yeah.
You guys think so?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so after everything we've talked about, I think it's safe to say that both online and traditional learning have their own pros and cons. Online learning gives us freedom and comfort, while traditional learning brings us lively classroom vibe and real connection with people. In the end, it really depends on what suits you best. Some students enjoy studying quietly at home, and others feel more focused when they are surrounded by friends in class. What's important is finding the way that helps you learn better and keeps you excited to study.
Yeah, I agree with Hanan. Honestly, what really matters is how we adapt and make the most out of both ways of learning. Everyone's got their own style. Some people focus better in a classroom, while others like studying at their own pace from home. It's all about figuring out what works best for you. If we can mix both in a way that fits our routine, learning actually becomes more fun and effective. In the end, it's not really about which one is better, but about how we use both to help ourselves grow, stay motivated, and keep improving little by little.
Yes, I agree with you, Intan. So after everything we've talked about today, I think it's clear that both online and traditional learning have something valuable to offer. Because the real goal isn't to find which one is better, but to figure out how to make both work together. And when we combine all the convenience of technology with the connection of face-to-face learning, we create an education system that's flexible, inclusive, and future-ready. And I think that's what learning should be, and should truly be, because it's about growth, connection, and adaptability.
Well said for both of you, Intan and Amira. So that wraps up today's podcast. Thank you for everyone who's listening, and big thanks thanks also to Amira and Intan